okay, could somebody just tell me at what point this actually happened? At what point this change really occurred in society where people who have like 100 different things associated with their name are just allowed to be complete and utter, give me language, a-holes to everybody and act like they're entitled to do it and you're not allowed to tell them anything. It's really and truly gotten to the point where you have to wonder what the hell is going on with society. I mean, okay, as a kid, I was kind of like a phantom, basically, if I could put it that way. It was like a phantom. I had friends, but I was never really one to be involved in all kind of craziness and one than the other. Yeah, there's some people who picked on me here and there. I never really let it bother me because they would say things. I would just be whatever, and I'd move on with my life. That was pretty much it. And I think that has happened to a lot of people over the years. They've done it. They've grown. They've matured. They move on with their life. Okay. But now, all of a sudden, we have these giant children going around. And it's like social media has allowed them to just reach to the point now where they could just pretty much say anything. And that literal nasty attitude of them actually translates over into their real world. There was a time when people would hide online and say things. Now they know the very same disgusting behavior that they have online is the same disgusting behavior and they show to everybody and they don't want to stop. And one prime example of this is T. Franklin. I mean, T. Franklin basically, her basic profile, if you look up on Twitter or anything like that, is black, queer, autistic, they, them, she, whatever, former sex worker, all these different things rolled into it. That's what she does. And it somehow has emboldened her to say whatever she wants, do whatever she wants, carry on however she wants, and everybody is just supposed to just sit there and be like, okay, well, we understand. You could say those things. We're not going to tell you anything. It's really freaking weird how this woman keeps doing. I mean, she was given the Harley Quinn Eat, Kill, Bang, Tor book to write, which is one of the worst comic book series that has ever been written. Nobody reads it. Nobody cares. You understand me? It fell off the sales chart because nobody was interested in that crap. And what happened? You think that there would be some kind of repercussions for literally failing like that? No, the book is she's continued writing other things. She went over to Marvel. She come back to the DC because it has reached a point now where if you're an incompetent moron, you don't get fired. You just go someplace else and write another book. If you're failing at X-Men, you go to DC and you write Batman. If you're failing at Batman, you go to Marvel and you write Spider-Man. She was even given Sun Spider to write one of the worst god-awful comics ever that she's, because every character that she writes is basically just a self-insert for her. Every character that she writes is disabled and queer. That's it. That's the major thing about these characters. Disabled and queer. Now, I've never met T. Franklin in person, don't know her, don't have any interest in getting to know her. But people who I could say that I actually trust their what they have to say are people who have actually met her. Nobody has ever said that T. Franklin is a nice person. That getting to interact with her somehow makes your life better. No, literally everybody agrees she's a horrible person. A literal horrible person. And all she does, when she isn't writing horrible comic books, is sit around getting high and drunk. And this is not me being wicked or anything like that. Not me being wicked at all. She actually posts on Twitter regularly that she's at home smoking marijuana and getting drunk. That's what she does. Yet she continually has these freakouts. Now, I want to give credit to Comics Matter with your boy Zach, because I saw he was doing a segment on this and I decided to put my input into it because I honestly would have had no idea this was happening because I have no interest whatsoever in following T. Franklin or having anything to do with her. But I want to show you the level of disturbing craziness of this woman so you could understand exactly what it is I'm talking about. Let's get on to her Twitter page here. This is a thread from what she has done. And before I even get to that, look at it in the corner here. Black, queer, autistic, they, she, best-selling, award-winning comic writer, screenwriter. How could you be a best-selling, award-winning comic writer when you've never written anything good? But then again, that's just the rub. So let's get into what she's posted here. I want you to go through this so you'll understand. This is what she had to say. I'd like to pitch to somewhere about the disability rep in Demon Slayer. Anyone looking for something similar or know where I can pitch this? The people at Demon Slayer want nothing to do with you. Let's be perfectly honest. They want nothing to do with you. They want competent, good writers who are going to do this. But once again, the disability rep. Every character she writes is disabled and queer. That's all she does. That is her entire thing when it comes to writing anybody. Right? So she starts off like that. And then she just becomes unhinged as she goes along. What she put on after that? I swear, it don't matter what I post, someone got to piss on something I want to do. This is exactly why I'm done with this site. If you want to interact with me, you got to go to my Patreon. A metric ton of you all are insufferable as shit. Just complain and do nothing for disabled people. So you want people to go and pay you for Patreon for like 3 people will interact? Okay, all right. She goes on. Always want to pull an aha gotcha on me or hold me to standards you couldn't even reach. Complain about disabled representation 24/7, but don't support people who are creating the disabled rep. Hypocrites, the lot of you. Either answer the question boost or F off. Right? Now, one particular brain-dead moron, and I use that term quite clearly, particular brain-dead moron, decided that, you know what? He, she, whatever, this person decided that, you know, they would go and try to comment on what it is T. Franklin has said, you know, for some kind of, I don't know, maybe some kind of social media clout or something like that. But like I said before, this woman is unstable. This woman is literally unstable. Nothing you say to her is ever right. She always has to come back. This is her nasty attitude. When I understand people have said in person. So somebody came in here, this is what they said. Right? Haven't gotten far into it, but they really do just have that girl sitting in a box in the most unobtrusive way possible in lot so far. Now, you haven't gotten far in Demon Slayer. You clearly don't know what the hell you're talking about. And he's referring to, this person is referring to Nezuko, right? So he's saying, this person is saying that. And what does she turn around and do? She turns around and says, so you want her to die? Like, be for real. Person then immediately decides to backtrack. Sorry, wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Honestly, I assumed if you were writing about its disability rep, that'd be the angle you take. These people are absolute morons. Nezuko is not disabled. It has nothing to do with it. But no, you interacted with her, and this is her behavior towards everybody. You think that's the end of it? Oh no, it gets worse. She then replies to the same guy, the same person who responded. This is what she has to say. Stop acting like you effing familiar, cause you ain't. All I wanted was to know if someone was looking for an anime pitch. Insufferable. That's what she has to say. You understand me? She then goes on. I share pieces of me on here. Y'all don't even get the half of my effing life, but y'all effers swear you know me. We are not friends. Y'all are supporters and followers, and most don't be supporting. I am not an account. I am a effing human. You will never speak for me. This is her behavior online. This is her behavior. You understand me? She continues on again. Do you know me? Do you know my brain? Do you speak for me? Do you write for me? You admitted you haven't seen much of the show, but you know the angle I take. Always a white person. It never effing fails. So she's not only an unhinged lunatic, she's also a racist. And this is not the first time she's made racial comments. You understand me? You can imagine If anybody, like, if any normal person was actually at their job saying things like this, they would get fired immediately. But no, because she has 100 different affiliations associated with her, she's allowed to be as absolutely nasty online as possible, and everybody's supposed to be okay with it. Literally, everybody is supposed to be okay with this level of craziness from this woman. And I don't understand. You got to act like that this is somehow some kind of weird behavior that she's somehow grateful for or happy that she's allowed to do that. You understand? But no. She then goes on with this final thing here on the cover. LA sex workers picketing with WGA writers. As a sex worker and pre-WGA writer, this is hot, hot, hot. You're literally saying that, the Writers Guild of America that are in the process of protesting all of this, which you are not a member of. These people are something else. You're literally out there saying that, the LA sex workers are picketing with them and you're supporting that. All that. Well, okay, if you want the LA sex workers to do that, fine, good for you. But this has nothing to do with you. This could actually, the writers organization could actually be some kind of opportunity for you. Well, not for her because she writes garbage, but other people to actually get work and actually do things and positive things. But no, she's out here talking about, oh, it's so hot that the LA sex workers are literally out there with the people who write Young Sheldon and this other crap and actually, protesting with them. This woman is unhinged and she's literally taking actual things that could have been decent and just destroying it and acting like this is somehow good. I don't understand. I'm telling you, T. Franklin has been one of the most horrible people in comics today, yet she keeps getting work because of all her various affiliations associated with her name. Black, queer, this, that, and the other, and that somehow means she's allowed to do and say as she damn well pleases. Children behave like this. You understand me? Children really mean like this. Stop acting like you emping familiar because you ate what I was looking for and let me pitch insufferable. Children behave like this, but literally this is the kind of behavior that you are seeing more and more from these people who live online and live in their own little sick world where nobody else will tell them anything. No matter how absolutely crappy and stupid they sound, you must never tell them anything. I want you and say, I share pieces of me on here. Y'all don't even get half of my effing life, but y'all ever swear you know me. We are not friends. Y'all are supporters and followers. But, this is what you're saying. This is what you're saying. If I said this about anybody associated, any supporter, anybody who's following my channel, I would be done. But I would never say anything because I respect people. I respect everybody who watches my videos. Whether you like what I have to say or don't like what I have to say. As long as you're respectful to me, I'm good with it. I respect you either way. I respect you. And all I'm asking for is your respect back. And in order to get that, I have to be polite. I have to be honest. Listen, these are the kind of traits that I literally have within me. But no. When you're a literal psychopath who comes on here to literally tell people to just go F themselves, when they actually come on to comment on something that you brought up, this is what happens. This woman has been having a meltdown for the last few days online and just absolutely shows exactly the kind of people that are in the comic book industry because she's not the only one. These are the kind of behavior. These are the people that they're hiring. This is the same woman who was talking about celebrating some three-way lesbian kiss. That's what you're writing. Nothing but disabled and queerness. And at anytime you put out some crazy post and some idiot decides, you know what? I'm going to comment on it to try and support you, all right? Because the literal three people who listen to you, who say anything that you have to say, this is how you speak to them. These are the people who want you to give them their money to buy their comics. Hell no, not me. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, try to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.